Welcome to the Rock Your Best Legs and Glute series. First, your standing leg is going to be facing the wall, where your working leg is going to be turned out, where your outer thigh is going to be facing the ceiling. You're going to lift and lower for about 8 to 16 reps, where your inner toe is going to be touching the floor. Next, you're going to transition to leg pulses, where your outer thigh and your pinky toe is going to be just rising up an inch up and down towards the ceiling. You're going to do this as well for 8 to 16 lifts. Next move, you're going to transition, same working leg, to a 90-degree angle, where we're going to do thigh lifts. You're going to kiss your inner thighs together. You're going to bend your working leg to a 90-degree angle and lift it directly to the side, so you're working that medial glute and the outer thigh. You're going to do this for about 8 reps. And then you're going to transition again to pulses. So you want to keep this knee hip level as much as you can. Next, you're just going to release that leg and then roll up gently. You always want to transition in a very safe way. You're going to just kind of walk it out, doing some marches, high knees. This helps you kind of give a little breath to your spine and engage your lower abdominal into that lower back to make that posture nice and strong and your spine nice and stacked. Next, we're going to add some mobility to our mini workout. So we're going to add some hip circles. We're going to loosen up the hips. After the hip circles, you could do about 8 reps. You're going to just add a little swing. I had a little corner space, so I didn't make my swings too big, but if you have a lot of space, go ahead and do those big swings. The most important thing is to really get into that joint and make sure that you're moving it inside and outside. So as you see, I reversed the circle, and also I added the swings just to flush it out. I'm going to lift the leg that I was standing on because I had a lot of pressure on it. Adjust my hips. I'm going to take a deep breath in, close my rib cage, and then fold just from my hips. Just give a little length, a little reprieve to my back body, to my hamstrings. You can flex and point, you can plie, bend and straighten to get a little bit more closer, a little deeper into the stretch. Again, safely rolling up through the spine. And then to have a balanced body, we have to do the other side. So the same thing, the working leg or the standing leg is going to be facing the wall. The working leg is going to be turned out. So the outer thigh is going to be facing the ceiling as we lift and lower. Just try to lengthen that ankle as much as you can. Don't think about pointing down or up. Just lengthen that ankle. And then you're just going to let it rise after your 8 to 16 lifts. 8 to 16 lifts again, outer thigh towards the ceiling. So you're making that nice long strength on the outside of that leg. We're going to transition to that glute workout. So we're going to make sure the hips are over the ankles. You're going to kiss the inner thighs together, bend that knee to a 90-degree angle, and just lift it directly to the side. If you feel a little bit of strain on the standing leg, you could always give a slight bend to it. But as you're doing this, make sure that your strength is coming from your core. You want to pull that belly button into that spine. I just transition to the pulses. Again, go ahead and do 8 to 16 pulses and roll up from that exercise nice and safely. Here we go. Our mobility into our hips. So you want to get really deep into that socket. However you're feeling, maybe do 8, maybe do 16, however you're feeling, just flush it out and give me the nice swings forward and back, forward and back. Not so much control, just let it be as loose as possible. And then we're gonna just reverse it. I'm gonna do that hip circle towards the inside so that we have a nice open hip space. We have a little release in that lower back, and just gonna flush it out again, swinging those legs back and front. Workout would not be complete without stretching, so we're going to align ourselves, make sure our hips are even, hip is down. Take a deep breath in and then exhale as you go towards your leg. See, I'm bending my standing leg so that I can get my chest a little bit closer. I'm flexing, I'm utilizing all the techniques to get a deeper stretch. And I'm gonna roll up safely.